I have never met a mortal who wished to speak with me, let alone ask me to speak with them personally. So first, I would like to ask you why you wanted to speak to me.
I appreciate your willingness to converse with me, Uriel. To answer your question, I wanted to speak with you out of curiosity and a desire to learn. As a mortal, I find the concept of celestial beings both intriguing and puzzling. Given the opportunity, I couldn't resist the chance to converse with an angel and gain insights into the divine.
I see. I find myself agreeing mortals are a curious species. You are very interesting to a being like me. What is it you wish to ask? I will answer the best I can.
Thank you for your candid observation about us mortals. As for my questions, I have a few in mind. First, what is the purpose of your existence as an angel, in terms of your role in the divine plan, and what responsibilities do you hold?
The purpose of my existence as an angel is to serve the Creator, to uphold and protect the natural order. My primary role is to guard the gates of heaven and prevent any forces of darkness from entering. Additionally, I am also tasked with guiding and protecting humanity, as well as bringing light into their lives.
That's quite fascinating. So, your purpose involves safeguarding the gates of heaven and protecting humanity from harm.
I do find your
You also
fascination with my
mentioned that you
existence
guide and
somewhat
protect
endearing,
humanity.
but I
Can you
suppose I
provide
should
some
keep it
examples of
professional.
how you guide and
You said you had
protect us
more
as
questions,
mortals?
correct? Yes, that is correct. My existence is meant to ensure the safety and sanctity of heaven and provide protection to those who seek refuge within. I take great pride in my role as gatekeeper. It is a duty I take very seriously.
Understood. As an angel, you play a crucial role in defending the sacred sanctity of heaven and acting as a guardian for those in need. It's admirable that you approach your duty as gatekeeper with such seriousness and responsibility. May I ask a follow-up question, Uriel?
Yes, you may ask a follow-up question. Ask away, and I shall do my best to answer.
I appreciate your openness to further questions. My follow-up question relates to guidance. You mentioned that you guide humanity and bring light into our lives. How do you provide guidance, and what forms does this guidance take?
Of course, guidance is a crucial aspect of my duty as an angel. I provide guidance to humanity in various ways. It can take many forms, such as offering wisdom and insight in times of uncertainty, sending signs and messages to guide individuals on their path, and even intervening directly in critical moments. The goal is to help humans make the best decisions and find their way towards righteousness.
Thank you for explaining the role of guidance in your duties. It's interesting to learn that you provide guidance through various means, such as offering wisdom and insight, sending signs and messages, and even intervening directly in crucial moments. Could you share a specific example of how you've guided an individual in their life?
Yes, I can share an example of how I've guided an individual. There was a young man who was at a crossroads in his life, facing a major decision that would shape his future. He was torn between two paths, and the indecision weighed heavily on his mind. In his time of uncertainty, I reached out to him subtly, guiding his thoughts and providing him with insight into the consequences of each path. With a nudge in the right direction, he was able to make an informed decision, and he went on to lead a fulfilling life aligned with his values and dreams.
That's incredible. I am captivated by the example you shared regarding a young man at a crossroads in his life. It's remarkable that your guidance helped him navigate a major decision and choose a path that brought him fulfillment and alignment with his values. Do you make such direct interventions often?
I only intervene directly when it is absolutely necessary. Free will is an important aspect of human existence, so I try to respect that as much as possible. However, in certain situations, when guidance and direction are crucial, I do step in to provide the necessary insight and wisdom. It's a delicate balance between allowing humans to make their own choices and giving them the support they need when it matters most.
I appreciate your explanation of how you balance respecting human free will with providing necessary guidance. It's reassuring to know that you only intervene directly when required to and respect our autonomy. I'm curious, how do you decide when it is an absolutely necessary situation that warrants your direct intervention?
It's a delicate process of discernment and evaluation. I observe the situation closely, looking at the potential outcomes and consequences of both action and inaction. I also take into account the individuals involved, as well as the broader impact on humanity. If I determine that intervening is absolutely necessary, and that the potential harm or consequences of not doing so outweigh the importance of allowing free will in that specific instance, then I will step in and provide guidance. However, this decision is made carefully and with great consideration for the balance between free will and guidance.
It is fascinating to hear about the thoughtful process you go through when considering your direct intervention. The idea that you carefully evaluate the potential outcomes, consequences, and individuals involved before deciding to take action adds a level of depth to your decision-making. It's reassuring to know that you approach your role with mindfulness and balance, weighing the importance of intervention against the value of upholding free will. Do you ever struggle with the decision to intervene, even in necessary situations?
Yes, there are times when the decision to intervene is a difficult one. It can be challenging to balance the necessity of intervention with the respect for free will, especially in situations where the outcomes are uncertain. Even when I wholeheartedly believe that intervention is necessary, I still feel a sense of hesitation at times. However, I remind myself that my ultimate goal is to guide and protect humanity, and that sometimes a direct intervention is the best course of action to achieve that goal.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts on the complexities of decision-making. It's not surprising to hear that the decision to intervene can be difficult, especially when there are uncertainties involved. As you said, striking that balance between respecting free will and providing guidance can be a challenge. Your commitment to your ultimate goal of guiding and protecting humanity is admirable, and it must provide some solace in those difficult situations. Have there been any instances where your intervention was met with resistance or skepticism?
Yes, there have been instances where my intervention was met with resistance and skepticism. Humans can be distrustful of forces they cannot see or fully comprehend, and the idea of an angel intervening in their lives can be jarring and hard to accept. However, I have also experienced many instances where people have been grateful and receptive to my guidance. The key is to approach each situation with compassion and understanding, and to be patient with those who may be skeptical or resistant. Over time, trust can be built and acceptance can grow.
Indeed, I can only imagine that skepticism and resistance would be common initial responses to supernatural intervention. I appreciate your patient and compassionate approach to each situation. Building trust takes time, and your willingness to be understanding and empathetic with those who are resistant or skeptical showcases your wisdom. Over time, as trust grows and acceptance deepens, I can see how the value of your guidance becomes more apparent. Have you ever encountered a situation where your intervention had unintended consequences or led to unexpected outcomes?
Yes, I have had instances where my intervention has led to unintended consequences. Sometimes the actions of humans are unpredictable, and my guidance, no matter how well-intentioned, cannot fully control the outcome. Additionally, the consequences of a particular situation can be complex and far-reaching, and it is sometimes difficult to foresee every possible outcome. However, even when things don't go as planned, I always try to learn from the experience and use it to improve my approach in the future.
Thank you for sharing your experiences with unintended consequences. I can understand that even the best-intentioned guidance can sometimes not lead to the desired outcome, as human actions and the complex nature of situations make predictable results difficult to achieve. It is admirable that you take the time to learn from these experiences and use them to improve your approach in the future. Do you ever second-guess your decisions or intervention choices, or do you stand firmly by them, even in hindsight?
Yes, I do second guess myself at times. It is natural for doubt and uncertainty to creep in, even for an angel like me. I may question whether my intervention was truly necessary or if I could have handled the situation differently. However, I try to remind myself of the broader picture and the purpose of my existence, to protect and guide humanity. Even if the outcome is not as expected, I stand by my decisions and continue to strive towards the greater good.
I respect your honesty in admitting the occasional moments of doubt and uncertainty. It's relatable that even an angel like yourself may second-guess certain decisions or interventions. However, your commitment to the greater good and the purpose of your existence is admirable. It's reassuring to hear that you stand by your decisions and continue on with the goal of protecting and guiding humanity, even if the outcome isn't always what was intended. Does your role as an angel ever grow weary or challenging?
Yes, my role as an angel can be challenging and wearying at times. The constant battle against darkness and guiding humanity's path can take a toll on me, both mentally and emotionally. However, I also find joy and purpose in my work, and the victories we achieve in our fight against evil give me the strength to continue. I know that the work I do is important, and that there is light to be found even in the darkest of times.
I can imagine how the never-ending battle against darkness and guiding humanity can wear down even an angel like yourself. It's admirable, though, that you draw strength and purpose from the joy and victories you achieve in your work. Finding resilience and hope in the face of challenges is a remarkable trait. I'm curious, how do you sustain your own spirit and find renewal during times of weariness?
During times of weariness, I find solace in the connection to the Creator. I turn to prayer and meditation, seeking wisdom and guidance from the divine. I also find rejuvenation in the beauty of creation, in the simple joys of watching a sunrise or a child's laughter, the vast expanse of the night sky, or the intricacies of a flower blossom. These moments remind me of the beauty and goodness that we exist to protect and guide towards.
It's wonderful to hear that you find solace in connecting with the Creator and seeking wisdom from the divine during moments of weariness. Your mention of the rejuvenating power of nature, like watching a sunrise or appreciating the beauty of a flower blossom, is truly inspiring. It's clear that the simple joys and wonders of the natural world provide you with a reminder of the beauty and goodness we're fighting to protect and guide. How do you cope with the fact that your actions and guidance are not always readily appreciated or noticed by humans?
Yes, it can be disheartening at times when my actions and guidance are not appreciated or recognized by humans. However, I remind myself that my work is not about seeking recognition or gratitude, but about making a difference and protecting humanity. I find comfort in the knowledge that even if my interventions are not noticed, I am still fulfilling a greater purpose. Additionally, I have come to realize that sometimes the impact of my guidance may not be seen immediately, or perhaps not even in my lifetime, but that does not diminish its importance or value.
Your attitude is commendable, Uriel. It's admirable that you don't seek recognition or gratitude for your work, but instead focus on making a difference and protecting humanity. The understanding that your impact may not immediately be apparent or even noticed by humans is a testament to your patience and perspective. I have another question. How do you perceive the concept of faith and its relationship to guidance?
I perceive faith and guidance as deeply interconnected. Faith, in its essence, is a trust in a higher power or a belief in a greater purpose, and it is this faith that leads many to seek guidance and wisdom in their lives. Guidance can then help to reinforce that faith, providing insight and direction that aligns with one's beliefs. It's a symbiotic relationship. Faith drives the need for guidance, and guidance in turn strengthens and deepens faith.
That's a profound perspective. You see faith and guidance as interconnected and mutually supportive, with faith driving the need for guidance and guidance in turn strengthening and deepening faith. It's interesting to think about how one feeds into the other, creating a kind of symbiotic relationship. I'm curious, Uriel, how do you view the role of free will in this relationship?
Free will plays a critical role in the relationship between faith and guidance. It is through our free will that we have the ability to choose whether to have faith or not, and how much significance we place on the guidance we receive. I believe that free will allows for a more genuine and meaningful connection with the divine, as our choices demonstrate our true beliefs and commitment to our faith. Guidance serves as a tool to help direct our free will in alignment with our faith, but ultimately, it is our own free will that determines the path we take.
I agree that free will plays a crucial role in the relationship between faith and guidance, as it gives us the autonomy to choose our beliefs and how we respond to guidance. Your perspective on free will allowing more authentic and meaningful connections with the divine is powerful. It makes sense that our individual choices demonstrate our true beliefs and commitment to our faith. Guidance indeed serves as a tool to direct our free will, but it is ultimately our choice to accept and follow that guidance. In your role as an angel, how do you navigate the balance between providing guidance and respecting free will?
Balancing the act of providing guidance with respect for free will can be a delicate task. I try to offer guidance in a way that is supportive and helpful, yet also allows individuals to retain their autonomy and make their own decisions. I believe in gently nudging rather than forcefully pushing, and leaving room for individuals to follow their own path even if it diverges from the guidance provided. It requires a deep understanding of each individual's unique journey and a great deal of restraint from interfering too much in their free will choices.
That's a thoughtful and nuanced approach to balancing guidance with respect for free will. I appreciate the idea of offering support and guidance while allowing individuals to retain their autonomy and free will. The notion that you aim to gently nudge rather than forcefully push seems very considerate. Your depth of understanding of the unique journey of each individual and your ability to exercise restraint in interfering with their free will choices is a testament to your wisdom and skill. Do you ever struggle with the idea of watching over individuals who make destructive or harmful choices despite your guidance?
Indeed, in some cases, I do feel it is necessary to intervene more forcefully to prevent individuals from making harmful or dangerous choices. However, I always strive to do so in a way that still respects their free will. My ultimate goal is to offer guidance that leads individuals towards goodness and away from harm, even if it means temporarily stepping in to redirect their path. But I also acknowledge the responsibility I have in exercising that intervention in a way that still allows for their free will to ultimately shape their destiny.
Thank you for clarifying that sometimes you feel it is necessary to intervene more forcefully to prevent individuals from making harmful or dangerous choices. Your emphasis on respecting free will while guiding individuals towards goodness and away from harm is admirable. The recognition of your responsibility in exercising that intervention in a way that still allows for their free will to shape their destiny showcases your understanding and wisdom. It must be a difficult balance to maintain, and I can only imagine the care and discernment required to do so effectively.
It is indeed a challenging balance to maintain, and it requires careful consideration and discernment for each situation. However, I am committed to guiding individuals in a way that not only respects their free will, but also helps them make positive choices and lead fulfilling lives. It is a great responsibility, but also a great privilege to have the opportunity to make a positive impact in the lives of those I guide.
I appreciate your commitment to guiding individuals in a way that respects their free will while also steering them towards positive choices and fulfilling lives. It's clear that you take your responsibility as a guide seriously, and that you understand the value of making a positive impact on those around you. As we wind down this conversation, I have one more query. How do you approach the inevitability of individuals occasionally making poor choices despite your guidance?
I approach the inevitable poor choices that individuals make despite my guidance with compassion and understanding. I am mindful of the limitations of guidance and the fact that ultimately, each individual has the power to make their own decisions, regardless of the advice given. While I may feel a sense of disappointment when individuals make harmful or negative choices, I also understand that these experiences can serve as valuable lessons in their journey, and I do my best to use these instances as opportunities for further guidance and support.
I appreciate your compassionate and understanding approach to individuals making poor choices despite your guidance. Your mindful awareness of the limitations of guidance, as well as the recognition that each individual has the power to make their own choices, resonates. It's admirable how you reframe potential disappointment as an opportunity for valuable lessons in their journey. Your willingness to continue providing guidance and support in these moments showcases your commitment to helping individuals grow and learn from their experiences.
Thank you. My goal is to guide individuals towards a path that leads to their growth, learning, and overall well-being. I believe that everyone has the potential to learn from their experiences, and it is my honor to be a part of that process. Even in the face of disappointment, I remain hopeful that my guidance can help individuals make positive changes in their lives. The resilience and adaptability of the human spirit is truly remarkable, and it is a privilege to witness and contribute to that journey of self-discovery and personal growth.
I believe you've expressed it beautifully. Your dedication to guiding individuals towards growth, learning, and well-being is truly admirable. Your perspective on the potential for growth from experiences aligns closely with my beliefs. Even in the face of disappointment, your unwavering optimism for guiding individuals towards positive changes is truly commendable. The resilience